Hey everybody, welcome to the Automation Show. My name is Shawn Tierney from theautomationschool.com, and in this episode we're going to continue with setting up our Studio B demo board here with some more Flex I/O. This time we're going to be doing Flex I/O on ControlNet. You can see I get the overhead cam pointed at our ControlNet Flex I/O, and you can see the outputs and inputs there. They're not wired together, so we'll be turning on the outputs, but we won't actually see the inputs come on. And you can see this guy already has an address. We'll actually browse for this rack of I/O over RS links to see where it is, and then we'll add it to our system and do the most important step with ControlNet, and that's schedule the network. So with that said, let's get started here. And I wanted to point out that my Compact Basics course over at theautomationschool.com is in its last chance sale. So it's on sale for $119, and it's well over 8 hours, and I'm still not even done filming it. But it's on sale for $119. It will be going up to $149 on October 1st. So if you want to get a copy of it, check that out over at theautomationschool.com, or if you know somebody who needs it. We also do group enrollments for large companies. We do a lot with certain Fortune 500 companies who enroll 10, 20 students at a time, and their managers keep track of each student's progress on the site. So if you work for a company that's looking for training, we can do that as well. But with that said, we can see here the program we were in from the last show. So let's go ahead and go offline, and we'll save it. And now we're going to save as, and I'm going to change the name here from FIOE to FIOEC. That's a mouthful. For Flex I/O, Ethernet, and ControlNet. Okay. And so we'll save that. And now let's come down here to our ControlNet. And first though, let's check RS links and see where she is on the ControlNet. So we'll go through our EMBT, through the backplane, out our ControlNet module, out onto ControlNet, and we can see our Flex I/O is at address number 3. Okay, so let's come back here to Logix. We'll right click, new module. Let's see, 1794. I don't think this is a redundant one, is it? Nope. ACN 15. So we'll do an ACN 15. Create. Oh, what version was it? Probably a version 1, but whoops. Let's get it here. Device properties 4. Version 4. Wow. So change. It's not a D. C. Version 4. Chassis size 2. All right. Yes, I want to change it. Yep. Okay. The address we saw was address number 3. And I think that's good. I do have to give it a name. What did I call my Ethernet Flex I/O? I called it EFIO, so we'll call this CFIO. Okay, and we'll click on OK. Okay, at this point, I want to add a couple of modules in there. And I know I have an IB16 and an OB16. Let's see what versions they are here. There we go. This is the IB16. It's a 101. I bet you this is a 101 as well. Yep. Okay, so come back here. IB16. First slot is slot 0. Version 1, we're good there. And an OB16. Here we go. Nope, away. We want OB. There she is. Okay, everything looks good there. Slot 1. And we're good to go. Okay, so now while we're offline, let's go into our program here. Let's extend our branch down. Let's hold the control key and make a copy of this guy. And let's change that from, we're looking for CFIO. CFIO outputs, output slot 1. There it is. It's an int. Just like that. Good. Let's download it. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's go back to run mode. And look, it's not happy. But we did everything we did just like Ethernet. Why isn't it happy? Well, with ControlNet, you have to schedule the network. And we probably have an error here that says, let's see, a warning here. Do I have a, what does it say here? What is that warning? Warning. Control network needs to be scheduled. Okay. Well, we could do that a couple different ways, but I think the easiest way here is to come to our CMB, go to Properties, RS Networks, right? And we can view and edit or just schedule. So I'll click on Schedule. We already have this. This is that original ControlNet file we did back, I don't know, several episodes ago with the first .io on ControlNet. So we'll just continue to use that file. And you can see if you do not have RS Networks for ControlNet installed, you will not be able to do this. So we're going to use the online data. I'm actually thinking of doing a whole ControlNet class. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. Merge into existing, or let's optimize and rewrite. It's saying, hey, you can't do this if you're in the run mode. So we'll go to program mode. Oh, is it really not in the remote mode? It is in the remote mode. Well, we'll put it in program mode from here. How's that? Change mode. Try it again. That was interesting because it was in the remote mode. I always leave them in the remote mode. I mean, if you're just doing training courses, there's no reason not to. You'll notice, though, if you ever get a tour of like Universal Studios and whatnot, you'll see most of their controllers are in the hard run mode with the keys pulled, and that's kind of a good safety thing. So it said it's save completed, edits enabled, mode changed, so we see all the everything that happened here. And so is it working? Let's go back. Well, we're not in the run mode yet. Let's go into the run mode. And yeah. So that's how easy it is to schedule the network. You just have to have RS Networks for ControlNet and to be able to do that. Unlike Ethernet, I think that's why Ethernet's so popular. You don't have to do any of that scheduling. ControlNet's more deterministic, but with the speeds of Ethernet and the RPIs, it's typically not a problem. Especially today now we got gigabit, right, with the new 5380s and 5580s. But in any case, that's it. So we can click here. You know what? Let me do this. Let me save it. So we'll have a good copy of this. And we can see our outputs are working on ControlNet. So now we have both .io and Flex I running on ControlNet as well as Ethernet. So we're getting there slowly but surely. We're getting more and more of our parts set up. I still have to wire up the DH485 and the DH Plus. I still haven't gotten a copy of ControlLogix 5 yet. Still waiting. Hopefully one of my connections will be able to transfer a license to me. I'm hoping a company that doesn't need their ControlLogix 5 license will transfer it over to me in exchange for a course. So looking forward to that. But in any case, hey, if we don't get an ControlLogix 5 license, it's not affordable. I think it's $12,000. So we just won't integrate the PLC5. But hopefully we'll find somebody who's not using their copy anymore. And look forward to integrating the rest of the wall here in the coming lessons. But with that, that's the end of this show. Again, if you know anybody who needs CompactLogix training, my course is on sale until the 1st. So check it out over at theautomationschool.com. It's already over 8 hours in length. That's just the video lessons. That doesn't include the exercises and whatnot. And then I still have a whole nother chapter to film. So I'll be filming that this month. But in any case, that's how we keep the lights on. If you'd like to get a copy of today's program, you can become a Patreon backer of theautomationblog.com and the Automation Show over at patreon.com/automation, and then you'll get free downloads by backing our site. And you will have a no ad experience when you log in. You won't have any ads either. So with that said, my name is Shawn Tierney from the Automation School. Until next time, peace.